The digital age has transformed the way young people communicate, network, seek help, access information, and more importantly, learn. The government recognizes this and has been working to provide our learners with the relevant and contemporary experiences that would allow them to successfully engage with technology and prepare them for life after school. This week, we take a look at some of the initiatives that the government is rolling out to ensure that our students engage with these technologies in order to inform and enhance their learning experience. This is Guyana 411. I am your host, Tiffany Rogers. Thank you for joining us. The last 5 years, the government's priority has been on the setting up of IT laboratories in schools and providing them with desktop computers. Now that much of this has been accomplished, the new goal is the introduction of handheld technology that could change the way learning takes place. And to ensure a wider rollout of these mobile devices, the hinterland areas are also being catered for.
Sheldon Frank and Delny Swavin work at the North Rhymeveld Multilateral School, where every grade 7 student recently received a tablet to use in and out of class.
My name is Delny Swavin.
My name is Sheldon Frank.
And we're the teachers of mathematics teachers of grade 7, North Rhymeveld Multilateral. And we're being given a great opportunity to use this tablet, this initiative that is a great, we see as a great product towards the mathematics development in this school. We have just received it, and the softwares on the tablet, we see it as a great help to teach certain topics that may be seen as abstract. And so what we're doing with this tablet is to link mathematics to the real world. Technology is becoming a part of our world, and it's increasing rapidly. So we see using technology, especially in dealing with mathematics and teaching mathematics, we see this as a great step because children are interested in technology and they find it something that they can relate to faster than just watching the standard and the traditional way of teaching.
North Rhymeveld is among 8 secondary schools which are part of a pilot program tested by the Ministry of Education. This program looks at incorporating the use of tablets into the teaching of mathematics. Under the program, a total of 1,120 tablets were distributed. For Sheldon Frank and Delny Swavin, who have begun using the technology in their mathematics lessons, they now find that they have enthusiastic students.
This class I've just used the tablet to do an exercise of adding numbers. And normally, such a topic is quite boring. But just having the tablet in their hands created excitement for them. They're more engaged, they were ready to deal with it and stuff like that. Chalk and talk normally, kids kind of bored of it right now. They had too much of it. So what the tablet does, it created interest. It makes them want to learn things, which is very good. Can't ask for nothing better than that. Because to get you to students when they engage while you're teaching, it's very hard. So it makes that a little easier process for teachers.
Training for teachers is a major part of delivering ICT in schools, and this has been catered for. The 2 mathematics teachers and the 32 others from the other pilot schools have benefited from training that would allow them to work with the students using the tablets. Delny Swavin explains that the training received involved using some of the software and lessons preloaded into the tablets. It also involved using programs from the internet.
Khan's Academy is one of the sites that we can find a lot of interactive mathematical concepts, right? So we were also trained how to teach abstract topics, especially as algebra, right? And we know that algebra is a topic that seems very abstract. So we were trained how to use that in a technological perspective, right? So so that it will seem as interesting, because the videos and interactive lessons on the tablets helps to bring the subject to life, right? It gives life to the subject, and the children can see that they can be able to relate to it faster and in a better manner.
Every year, about 15,000 candidates sit at the National Grade 6 Assessment (NGSA). Of this total, less than 50% obtain a passing grade in mathematics. The situation has worsened over time, to the point that the poor performance in mathematics is now considered a matter of national urgency by the government. The incorporation of tablets into the delivery of the subject is part of a series of measures which is being piloted to address the problem. Whether government will have all schools engaged in this new learning technique depends on the success of the pilot, but for now, the grade 7 students of the North Rheinfeldt Multilateral are now enjoying the novelty of having these tablets in the classroom.
Having the tablets in school, I think, is the best thing that could ever happen, because it makes work more interesting, and down to maths get more interesting for me, because we'll be able to use the tablets.
I feel great about the tablet because it makes work more fun, more interesting.
Having the tablet is a great opportunity for us, and children are willing to learn because it makes schoolwork more fun for me.
These tablets are very great because it makes the work more easier and the work is way interesting.
Is very exciting. I can benefit from it in a lot of ways. It will make work easier. That is the function of the tablet, and it can help with my homework and assignments. And we don't have to write in every minute, hurt my fingers. I have the tablets, touch. And I think sharing out the tablets was a very good idea.
The other 8 pilot schools incorporating the use of the device in their mathematics lessons are Lenora and West Demerara Secondary in Region 3, Diamond, Bladenhall, and Annandale Secondary in Region 4, Bartica Secondary in Region 7, and the St. Ignatius Secondary in Region 9.
Whilst tablets may replace textbooks in our secondary schools, in our primary schools, ICT adaptive learning software may upend the traditional chalk, and board teaching. All classes in our primary school could soon be using an educational software product from Pearson Education Technologies called Success Maker Enterprise.
Success Maker is a digitally adaptive mathematics and reading program that uses students' answers to identify their needs and assign material that addresses those needs. It allows for children in the same grade or classroom to work at different levels depending on their understanding of the material. The digital software was successfully introduced into the IT laboratory of 70 primary schools across the country during the period 2009 to 2012. It is set to be piloted again to help improve numeracy and literacy at this level. Innovative and Communication Technology ICT Coordinator in the Ministry of Education, Marcia Thomas, says that the program will be tested in 18 new primary schools.
We have 18 new schools that just got computers under the Turkey project. I know you would have heard of this. And those are the 18 new schools that are going to be introduced to Success Maker next. What we're going to do with these 18 schools is make them a pilot or test the software again, just to make sure that what we say it can do is happening.
The original rollout of the software resulted in an increase in numeracy and literacy levels among underperforming students. Thomas says this is what the government is hoping to replicate with the new pilot.
Under that project, 14 schools got. Now, I have the research that shows schools like K-Wall, we chose the slow learning students. And it was a systematic, every day they went to the lab, they spent 30 minutes in the lab, they did the success maker, numeracy and literacy. We tracked those children over a period of 5 years, from grade 1 to grade 6. I can tell you, the children that we tracked and the schools that worked the system perfectly, we saw K-Wall receiving their first QC under that project. The child went from a slow learner to a QC product. We also saw that happen in Linden, in Wismar, St. Aidan's.
A number of challenges were identified during the initial program. Thomas says the lessons learned would help guide the rollout of the software in this next phase.
Our biggest challenge with Success Maker was the maintenance of equipment. It was, schools bought into it. We have schools like Comenius that's still working, St. Angela, Vicelas. I can give you a list of those schools. Once the school management buys into the program works. But you have to get buy-in.
The software will be tested in the following 18 schools: Metamirzorg Primary Region 3, Monrepos, Enterprise, and Grove Primary Schools Region 4, Cumberland, Rose Hall Tongue, Corriverton, Crabwood Creek, Number 68 Village, and Cotton Tree Primary Schools Region 6, and West Rhymeveld, Graham's Hall, Regma, St. Margaret's, Ketley, St. Pius, St. Stephen's, and East Le Penitence Primary Schools in Georgetown. ICT labs were prepared to support the program.
It is clear that our young people are purposefully engaged in the learning process when concept and skills are merged with technology. As such, the government is ensuring teachers increase their use of ICT in lessons. Students are not the only ones being provided with technological devices, but our teachers as well. They too are being given the devices to enhance the quality of teaching and to help students achieve better results.
Over 5,360 teachers have received laptop computers from the government to boost their lessons in the classroom through the One Laptop per Teachers initiative. Region 1, 150 laptops. Region 2, 650 laptops. Georgetown, 1,600. CPCE, 147. Region 5, 600. Region 6, 1,200. Region 7, 300. Region 8, 250. Region 9, 470. Teachers have responded positively to the exercise.
Wow, this is a very happy moment, I think, for us teachers here in the Deep South. We have been waiting on this for a very long time. We have heard that the new government had this project in place, and we're thankful that today it is a reality. And I know that in schools, when we go back, we will utilize this equipment to the best of ability that we can. And I know that it will enhance our teaching and learning process in the classroom. So I'm very happy at this moment.
I feel so happy receiving this laptop after reading up on the newspaper. I would have seen other places in the country are receiving laptops, and even the day before I went on reading news online, and I was all excited yesterday when I read, and they were saying that they would be in the region, which was yesterday. So yesterday I was so excited, and I even told my colleagues that, okay, they're coming today. And just to be saddened at the end of the day, oh my, they wouldn't be here until tomorrow. But I'm excited about it, and I'm also happy because I think it would make our work much easier for me with the notes of lesson. Maybe we can now submit notes of lesson on the computer than writing. I think it would make our work easier.
I would like to give thanks to the authors of this project that have seen fit to bless all the teachers around this country with such wonderful gifts. You know, as a computer scientist, Working in the hinterland, I probably have a lot more appreciation for it than some others, because it really pains me when I see that around the Caribbean, technology is being used in every single subject area. And in the Rupununi, the gross lack of technology is sad. You know, my friend who is the head of the science department said to me one time that even in physics, sometimes you have questions about the internet. And our students here would have been robbed somewhat because of that lack of technology. We're expected to compete on equal ground with everybody else. And so I say that I probably appreciate it more than others because technology is my field.
The distribution of laptop computers to teachers is driven by the government's commitment to ensuring that teachers take full advantage of the new opportunities that ICT offer, to ensure that their students receive the best rounded education. Like the tablets given to the students, the laptops being delivered to the teachers are preloaded with educational programs with necessary resources for teachers to utilize in teaching. Innovative and Communication Technology ICT Coordinator in the Ministry of Education, Marcia Thomas, explains that each device has been preloaded with curriculum guides and phonic packages.
The laptops the teachers are receiving is loaded with everything on the Ministry of Education, including how to apply for leave. It's got the curriculum guides, it's got the nursery textbooks, it's got everything that they need. If you're in a hinterland area and you don't have Wi-Fi, but you still want to know something pertaining to your curriculum, what you need to teach, or it's on the laptop, loaded. We actually have people working with e-governance. We gave e-governance the CD, and they're loading the laptops before we give them out.
Prior to the delivery of the devices, the teachers benefited from training.
One thing that everyone knows is that we have one laptop for teachers. And a lot of the questions that people ask is, well, we have one laptop for teachers, but are the teachers ready for that? Yes, we are, because what this unit has been doing over the years, we have, along with Commonwealth of Learning, UNESCO, and Microsoft, we have been doing continuous training of teachers in ICT, preparing them for this. When we first started, people said, but the teachers don't have computers. Why are you bringing them to NSERT to train them in the lab? So we were like waiting for this kind of a project to happen. We have already trained our teachers. We have already been doing ICT integration in the classroom. We have already seen teachers using ICT in the classroom with just a projector. We have been to places like Letems, Arapaima Primary, where a class teacher never goes to class without her laptop and her projector. And it's in the classroom and she's using it to teach. So this one laptop per teacher project is just the tools that our teachers need because they have already been prepared to use them.
The distribution of laptops is still ongoing. Some 300 of the devices will be delivered to teachers in Region 1, 1,000 in Region 3, 1,300 in Region 4, and 500 in Region 10 as the distribution continues. The beneficiaries must fulfill the following criteria. Teachers with a minimum of 2.5 to 3 years of service remaining before retirement. Trained teachers, assistant master or mistress, senior assistant master or mistress, senior master or mistress, heads of departments, deputy headmasters or mistresses, headmasters or mistresses, untrained graduates, specialty teachers, every teacher in regions 1, 7, 8, and 9, teachers living and working in Karamat, Biabu, Pomeroon River, and Barakara, Oriella areas considered hinterland, example Pokwani and Demerara River, and educational officials regional NSERT. The One Laptop Per Teacher initiative forms part of the larger Improving Digital Equity, Access and Learning Ideal program that also includes connectivity to the internet for schools.
The internet is an electronic highway connecting hundreds of thousands of computers and millions of individual users all over the world. This technology can help propel our schools by allowing our students and teachers to access and use resources from thousands of libraries, databases, and bulletin boards. This is why, in addition to providing tablets, laptops, and computers, the government is also providing high-speed internet to schools to enable the use of these devices.
There is currently a national connectivity program called Improving Digital Equity, Access and Learning IDEAL. This program has as part of its objective the provision of high-speed broadband internet access to all the schools across Guyana. Head of the Management Information System Unit MIS at the Ministry of Education, Yoganand Inder Singh explains how the first part of this objective has been completed with the successful connection of 82 secondary schools along the coast.
Basically, through the eGov department, they were able to connect our schools using their backbone infrastructure. That is the wireless towers connected into their fiber optic along the coast. So what that allows for is for the secondary schools, currently 82 schools, to have a connection into that network. This connection has been placed in close proximity to the IT lab at the secondary schools. What the Ministry of Education has so far done is to start connecting those labs into that internet access point through eGov. Also, we're connecting in the administrative areas. So in the first phase, students utilizing the IT lab will be able to access internet through the eGov network, as well as the persons within the administrative areas.
The schools connected are all being served by 54 towers that have been erected along the coast and connected to the e-government agency's 11 long-term evolution LTE sites. These sites provide a fourth-generation 4G mobile communication standard that provides data speeds that are as much as 10 times faster than 3G standard, Inder Singh says.
All these computers in the lab would have access to that network and as such the internet. Also because of there being a wireless router also within the lab, it means that students who would maybe be able to use tablet devices in the labs would also have access to the network.
The service provided to the schools does not allow for inhibited access to the internet. Inder Singh explains that systems are in place to filter the content to ensure that the children only use the service for educational and instructional purposes.
Not entirely open in the sense that content will be filtered. From the eGov side, they will apply filtering so that appropriate content will be accessed, by the schools. And then further within the schools, depending on what restrictions will be required, those could also be set.
In keeping with a mandate given by President David Granger to have all schools equipped with internet services to facilitate the transition from traditional learning techniques to a modern ICT approach, all the secondary schools across the country are expected to have access to the internet and Wi-Fi service before the end of the year. Inder Singh says primary schools' Wi-Fi will only come on stream in 2017.
It really would be eventually made available to whatever instructional technology will be used within the schools as part of the delivery of the curriculum. So for example, under the World Bank funded secondary improvement project, there is a mathematics pilot that is targeting a number of schools in which students at grade 7 level would be provided with tablets, and as such those students will be utilizing internet access within the school to be able to learn mathematics using the technology. So depending on the the use of IT technology for whatever program.
Another aspect of the program is the establishment of ICT hubs, which will see the provision of free internet services within identified communities. It also caters for meetings with community members to identify locations that are accessible by all community members, including school children, and engaging with the private sector for equipping and furnishing of hubs where needed.
ICT plays an increasingly important role in education. The challenge is to effectively harness these technologies in a way that serves the interest of learners and the larger teaching-learning community. The government has been moving to integrate ICT into education by providing tablets and internet access in schools across Guyana. Efforts have also been made to allow teachers to increase their use of ICT in lessons through the One Laptop per Teacher initiative, while plans are underway to integrate the Success Maker enterprise in primary schools. These efforts will not only improve student learning, but also result in better teaching methods in schools. Thank you for watching. Have a great week ahead.